The Bills dominate the Cowboys 31-10. The Cowboys are now 3-4 on the road, 7-0 at home. They score a little less than 22 points on the road, score almost 40 points at home. People are upset for McCarthy leaving his starters in. I asked that very question. I asked because heading into the, I think Dak had like 50, 60 yards with a little bit of like 13 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And, you know, he got his touchdown, yada, yada, yada. But when you watch the Cowboys, what do you not like about them, Ty?
I love them. I'm not going to say is one particular thing I don't like about them. I love them. I just want them to continue to be consistent. Don't fool me, man. Don't tease me. We don't like to be fooled. We don't like to be teased. Don't take me all the way to the altar and then you're gonna dip on me. Don't do that. Don't get me feeling that you're gonna do something you don't want to do nothing. Don't get me in there. Don't you get me in there like that. All right. And oftentimes the Cowboys have the propensity to do that. And I'm just hoping this was just one of those games. We've all had in our careers have had just one of those games where it just wasn't right offensively, defensively. It just didn't work out. You just got your butt kicked. Let's flush it. Let's move on. Let's go. Don't even talk about it. Let's don't even meet about it. I don't even want to watch the film. Let's go on to the next game. That's one of those games.
Right. When you look at this game, though, you see the weather is what it is. The Bills says, we're going to run the football, and we don't believe you can stop us because there's something to be said about a team that runs the football. It becomes personal. And when you run the football, in Ocho and Time, we talk about this all the time. You're moving a man against his will. Yeah. He's got his hand in the dirt. You've got your hand in the dirt. And he says, I'm not going anywhere. And that offensive lineman say, the hell you say, you moving up out of here. And here come Cook, James Cook, running the ball, 266 yards. Josh Allen was 7 of 15 for 94 yards. He said after the game, I felt like the kid that didn't participate in the science project and got an 8. Let that sink in for a second. What we see, what I see is that when the defense can't turn you over, you can't get pick sixes and scooping scores, and the Cowboys, you've got to fight tooth and nail the entirety of the game, they've turned it down more times than not. Now, we saw them go on the road and lose to a Arizona team minus Kyler Murray. We saw them go on the road to San Francisco, and that ain't no shame because San Francisco been thumping hell out of a lot of people.
That's right.
And then we saw them almost, they lose, they give up 30-something points to the Eagles. That's not a good sign because more than likely, you're going to probably have to go on the road. If you're going to get to where you want to get, which is Las Vegas, you're going to have to go through San Francisco. It's going to go through the Bay.
This is my problem, Shake, and I don't know where y'all stood on this, but I have an opinion. Cam said some profound things. Now, a lot of people took shots at Cam, the man, not Cam, the quarterback. And I don't understand because to me, Cam ain't really done nothing for us to critique him as a man. As a man, Cam has been outstanding as a man.
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So whether we get that we don't honor the opinion of a former MVP. Now, see, this is one of those games
when we don't like it.
That's right. That's okay. That's what I'm saying. Forget the man.
Right.
His opinion. He's a former MVP. Now you start thinking about this is one of those games where your quarterback got to carry you, man. What we just got finished talking about Lamar, right? Right, Ocho? We got like all the pressures on Lamar to put you on his back and do his thing. That was one of those games, man. That was one of those games, and that might be what Cam was talking about.
That's exactly what he was talking about.
But what?
But you know what? Sometimes we'll miss the message. Sometimes we'll miss the message if we don't like the messenger. If we don't like the messenger, if we like the messenger, even if the message is wrong, we'll receive it. But even if we don't like the messenger, the message could be.
I love Dak, and I think Dak is fighting right now for the MVP. I really do. I think that might have put him second now. Might have diminished him because of that. But those are the type of games where ain't nothing working. Yeah. Hey man, y'all got to get on my back and let's go because we criticize Lamar like that. Yeah. Yeah, we criticize those Mahomes like that. Yeah, we criticize all those guys like that, and those are those type of games, man.
But then when you think about it, right? We talk about Dak and not playing well. You talk about the receiving core really not being there, so Dak can succeed in a game like today where nothing is going right, especially for the Cowboys defensively. But then we give no credit to the Cowboys in the defense that they played against, or whatever game plan.
Oh, but you mean Buffalo?
I'm
you
sorry,
mean Buffalo?
The,
you give no
the
credit
Bills,
to Buffalo. Go ahead.
for the scheme that they had, where they weren't able to run the ball, they weren't able to throw the ball.
Right.
I'm not going into the third quarter. Dak had how many yards? I don't got my numbers in front of me. How many?
Like
60-some yards.
Like 50.
And listen, CD Lamb been cutting the fool for the past 3-4 weeks in a row.
All year.
Yep. Yeah, that too, all year. So what happened today? What did the Bills do so special all of a sudden? Because today's game is similar to what you're going to see in the playoffs. They're going to scheme a certain way.
They got out on them and they made them one-dimensional.
And if you really look at it, why did Mike McCarthy get Miller Kellen more? He said he wanted to be more balanced. He wanted to run and throw the football. He wanted to be more 50-50. And he felt that they were a more pass-happy offense than a run. The Cowboys, with the exception of maybe one or two games, they haven't run the ball this year like they did last year. And they missed Zeke on those tough 1 yard because Zeke had like 12, 13 touchdowns last year. Tony Pollard, I don't know why they thought a guy that was 185 is going to be your every down back. I'm not saying he probably 190.
Shannon, that's not the preference of the better man. That comes down to business, and that's what it came down to. Don't it all come down to business? That's what it came down to.
Dollars and cents. Always.
Right.
Always.
But most time dollars don't make sense. Yeah.
So that was 21 of 34, 134 and an interceptions, no touchdowns, and the Cowboys were only 5 of 13 on third downs. This is the opportunity, and like Cam was saying, like I said, I had to think it has a lot to do with who said what he said. Because remember, now you and I, when we was on NFL Network, and we've been on a lot of shows together, you and I say the NFL was watered down. And Shannon, you and Time are haters. Y'all are old. Get y'all old self back on the porch. Tom Brady said exactly what many of us have been saying for the longest time, and everybody applauded. But what they didn't applaud was Tom Brady was the chief beneficiary of this watered down league. Now all of a sudden they're like, whoa, Shannon, you hating. I'm not hating, but I'm just telling you, you can't attack the quarterback like you once could. You can't attack the receiver.
Oh, Chad would have went off. Chad, you do know.
But in today's
you know, you'd have been a $30 million receiver. You do know that, right?
Man, don't do me like that. 30, 40.
I'm telling you.
40.
But Time, you remember when you first got into the league and when I came into the league and there was no defensive receiver and you could attack
they was trying to hit your mama.
They
was trying to hit your mama in the stands back then, boy. Hey, man, it was.
Don't hurt your mama in the stands. Don't hurt my baby. They're going to lay your baby ass out.
Lot telling one of our receivers, I'm going to kill you, boy. I said, ooh, he meant that.
Yes.
He meant that.
And they literally try to. I mean, it's like if they didn't want to hurt you for the entirety of the season, but they tried to knock your ass out the game.
Yes, sir.
Who's that?
Time. Do you remember ever defending a one-step slant? The way these guys run one-step slant routes now? Yeah. Man, them linebackers, Singletary, them guys, John Offerdahl, those guys would knock you into next week.
They're not getting hit right now.
The game is different. And back to what Brady said, and as far as the league being watered down, this is because of the competition committee. This is because of the NFL, because the NFL wanted to make the offenses score points, make the game more entertaining for fans, so fans can be engaged a little bit more. So now they've handicapped defensive players where they throwing flags on everything. You can't hit nobody in a minute. I said it trying to be funny. In a minute, they're gonna be playing two-hand touch.
Well, they did it. They did it at the Pro Bowl.
In the Pro Bowl,
you remember now, we were dead serious at the Pro Bowl come second half.
Oh yeah.
Listen, everything.
That second half?
Hey,
that second half?
We were trying to pay for everything.
It was coming.
Because we got that bill.
Coming. Yeah.
Hold on. So room service was what? Oh no. Hey man, we gotta pay for this. We gotta win.
Yes.
We gotta win.
Yes.
Yeah.
We was playing to pay for the room service and the expenses.
Mm-hmm.
Because you done brought family members
One
over.
time,
You
after
already
you
in
did
the
it that one
deficit.
time, that was it. You know, we learned after that first time.
Mm-hmm. never again.
And that was but time, you remember you and I talked about it. I said they're gonna do away with this. I said them owners and Commissioner Goodell. I was like, how you go over there and you literally don't this is tackle football and you touch the guy and the guy stops.
I got a confession. I got a confession about the Pro Bowl, man. I'm not going to lie to you.
Okay.
After I got that bill, I literally ordered a little refrigerator to the room.
You did. I was there that year. You ordered that refrigerator, have it put
I had
in
to put it in my room,
Mm-hmm.
and I went to the grocery store and got some cereal and some milk. I said, we're going to stop this. Y'all can eat breakfast right here. We're going to stop this. My kids,
I remember that.
Right here.
At that time, you remember that time we had transferred to the
right.
because at first we was at the Hilton Hawaiian Village.
God. Chad, my God. You
he told
at the Hilton Hawaiian Village?
Yeah.
And first of all, everybody was everybody. It was secluded.
Right.
They used to let everybody and their mama over at the Hawaiian Village.
You run into everybody, huh?
Oh, you come out the room and just see somebody you went to high school with. Like it was open like that.
Right.
But I saw somebody I didn't go to high school with, but I wanted to go to high school with. You know what I'm talking about?
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Those were the days.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Those were the days.
Man, y'all shout out, man.
Yeah.
Man, good days.
Those were the days. And it was back then. You couldn't tell nobody, hey man, hey, what room you in? You yelling if you want to.
Hey, the whole bill, the whole bar bill would be on you. And you don't know what happened.
That's right.
Yeah, you done told the wrong person your room number. Nah, man, I ain't even staying here.